Live from dirty Jersey, last northern state to emancipate. Poison and
Peace. What's going on, children of God? This is Hasan Salaam, and right now you watching. This is realmusic.com. Stay logged on. You know, more information, more knowledge. Keep gaining. Peace.
Schools were supposed to desegregate, but gates separate communities based on the guap we made. New Year's fireworks shot with the nickel plate by killers who don't feel special without a 38.
Realmusic.com. We're here with Hasan Salaam. Peace. Let's just get into what you've been up to lately. The latest album, Children of God.
Yeah.
What inspired this album?
Basically, this album was inspired by a lot of experiences. Like this album is the second one out of the 3 albums that's gonna be coming out, basically on this journey. You know what I'm saying? Paradise Lost, the first one, that was the knowledge. Children of God, it's the wisdom. You know, it's experiences that I've been through, experiences that people I know have been through. And then the title was inspired because I work with the youth, and like I say so many times, I just got tired of hearing them call each other nigga and bitch, and just wanted to tell them, like, look, when you look in the mirror, that's God looking back at you. You know, not so much children in the physical sense, but you know, we all children in this world that we living in. New experiences every day. It just really all is playing off that wisdom and experience too.
How much different is it from Paradise Lost and Tales of the Lost Tribe?
Well, it's definitely a lot different than Tales of the Lost Tribe, because Tales of the Lost Tribe, when I make mixtapes, a mixtape to me is like a collection of essays. There's not really any total structure to it. Even though there is a structure, it's a lot looser. With an album, I write an album like I was writing a novel. There's a story from start to finish. And it's basically like part 2, Paradise Lost. It ends with Prayer of a Sinner, just like letting you know what I'm going through. And this one, it starts with Best Time to Pray, because it's just bridging that gap from the 2 years that it took to get to this point. So it's like, that's different, but then also the production on this joint has stepped up. I'm a lot more comfortable in my flow and my voice, and experimenting with new sounds and things like that. So it's definitely a growth on it.
You just did a video for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Hot video, by the way.
Good looking.
Really excited for that. Let's talk about the track. What's it about, actually?
Well, that track, my mother had been in the hospital with a serious ailment, and I stopped doing like all kinds of business. Like I wasn't answering emails, I wasn't taking phone calls that wasn't from family and things like that. And you know, like when I get back to work and stuff, there's like some dude that was hitting me up on MySpace like, yo, I sent you like 30 emails, why you ain't hit me back? You know, all kinds of craziness. Like, why I want you to put me on, you know, and I responded to him, you know what I'm saying? I mean, yo, son, I'm not on. You don't fucking know me. Like, there's no need for all this shit. Like, anything I could do, you can do this shit. I do all of this myself, you know what I'm saying?
But now everybody wants something like I'm in a place to put you on, cause you added me as friends on MySpace. Shit, I'ma keep it real, son, I don't got a deal. What you want me to do, help you be unsigned too?
It's just like, that's really what the whole song is about. It's that people are so hungry to be famous. They're not hungry to be an artist. They're not hungry to be a musician or to do proper things for their people, you know what I'm saying? They just hungry to get famous, and that shit is corny to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like fame is nothing, man. And what do you do with the work that you put in your life, whether you're a fucking musician or you make fucking bagels? I don't give a fuck what you do. If you do what you do for the betterment of your people and the betterment of society, then it means something and it makes a difference. Every single little thing we do can make this world a better place. And you're fucking bitching to me about putting you on, and my mother been laid up in the hospital for 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? That's really what the song is about. And I know that's a long ass explanation and shit, but it was just like, yo, fuck you, man. I got shit to do.
The production on the album is real dope. Who did you get to work with?
Well, this album, I did a lot of work with Steve Nash. You know what I'm saying? Craig Rip. You know what I mean? He's my man from Canada. Like, I always call him either Steve Nash or I call him Gil Evans. That was the piano player with Miles Davis and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that dude is just mad talented. Like, I think he hears shit. Like, he on some next level of what he hears to add on to joints and stuff. First time I worked with my man Hasan Salaam, who is like, he did Insomniac and Best Time to Pray. He opened up the album. He was the last person I linked with. And when I heard that shit just was like, yo, this is how people need to first hear this album right here, because he got mad soul, you know. I worked with my man Impact, of course, always, Fifth Column, you know. I did a joint and a half because me and R collaborated on one. My man Iron Braids from the UK, that dude flips all kinds of shit that people never even thought of sampling before. Now, of course, you know, just like the cast of characters is getting broader now, you know, so I think the production is getting much stronger as well.
What's your take on the current state of hip-hop?
I love hip-hop, man. I ain't never gonna stop loving hip-hop. Like, I think, you know, all that corporate shit, I don't fuck with it. So it's like, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? When there's people that I want to check, like artists that I'm listening to is people that either I come in contact with through the circus. Like, it's dope when you start to travel, because then you bump into like, yo, I'm in, I don't know, where am I? I'm in LA right now. What's hot out here? Like, I'm not one of those artists that's staying in the Ritz-Carlton or whatever the fuck. I'm staying in people's hoods and shit. So it's like I could be like, yo, what's hot right now? And they'll introduce me to the brother. Like, not even do I have to hear the music. Like, yo, this brother right here is dope. So it's like, I think hip hop is beautiful. Like, I know, like, I got my sister Sheba Shane out in Louisville, Kentucky. This sister she's a problem, yo. She is like she a brilliant thinker, but she spits it with some wild slickness, you know what I'm saying? And my man Bamboo out in LA, you know, like True and Living from Jersey. There's so many dope artists. It's just, you know, people is too busy waiting for what corporate America tells them to listen to. So then, of course, everybody's like, yo, hip-hop is trash. It's like, yo, if you asking your oppressor to give you good food, he's a fucking idiot. You know what I'm saying? What's it? Carter G. Woodson said, it's a fool who sends his children to the enemy to be educated. And it's the same thing with how we go for our music. If we going to them for our music, they gonna give us the most coonest shit they could possibly give us, because that's the only shit they understand. They don't understand the struggle. So it's like, if you want the struggle, go find it for yourself, because there's mad dope music out there right now.
Speaking of dope music, where can people get your album?
You can get my album on cdbaby.com. Just cdbaby.com/Hasan Salaam. You can get it on iTunes, Amazon. If you see me walking around and I got my book bag, chances are I got copies in it, so you can just holler at me, or out the trunk of my car, Fat Beats. Pretty much anywhere good music is sold, my shit should be there, you know?
Where else can people find more information about you, man?
Just go to HasanSalaamMusic.com, myspace.com/Hasan Salaam. Just Google me out this motherfucker. You know?
Alright, that's what's up. Hasan Salaam.
Yo.
This is real music.
This is realmusic.com. So, you know, you ain't gotta go nowhere else to find that good shit.
Labels want an Elvis situation reinstated so they can rewrite our history and tell us they made it. Them hip-hop police and federal agents keep staking out the shows and making bullshit cases. The DJs don't really give a fuck what you saying, long as the payola paying and somebody will play it. Same 3 songs rotating on rap radio stations. Like, fuck if it's creative as long as the beat is banging. Kids no longer separate life from entertainment and what